Warm welcome to all of you.
In today's topic, we'll discuss about the remaining part of boiler water treatment and corrosion as part 2. Our learning checklist. What we will cover in this session. First, how to avoid high water density in auxiliary boiler, why we need to periodically blow down auxiliary boiler, difference between P alkalinity and total alkalinity, how would you continue operating the boiler in case ship is running very low on water that is just sufficient for essential consumption, how to avoid high boiler water density in auxiliary boiler, reduce chloride level, regular testing, minimum blowdown, correct dosage of phosphate, hydrazine and alkaline chemical, why we need to periodically blow down auxiliary boiler. A significant boiler blowdown control can reduce treatment and operational cost of a boiler, so it's very much essential. Although water condition is satisfactory for the purge of sludge forming in soft condition, that is use of phosphate to produce the soft sludge. Advantage of blowdown. Blowdown of water keeps the water TDS level under permissible limits. It prevents the corrosion and scaling of boiler tubes. It prevents the carryover of contaminants from the steam. As a result of that, providing the pure steam, the better quality of steam. Disadvantages of blowdown. Blowdown of water increase the heat and pressure losses if not taken care of it, or if proper blowdown shielding is not done. Eventually, these heat and pressure losses reduce the boiler efficiency. So let's talk next topic, difference between P alkalinity and total alkalinity. Sometimes total alkalinity is referred as M alkalinity. The alkalinity is the amount of an aqueous solution required to neutralize the acidity caused by an acid. It measures the resistance of the solution towards the pH changes due to the presence of an acid. The major ions that contribute to the alkalinity of water are hydroxyl ions, carbonate ions and bicarbonate ions. The two-part P alkalinity and total alkalinity test reveals the presence of hydroxyl, carbonate and bicarbonate, which are responsible for making the boiler water alkaline. So by measuring the P alkalinity and total alkalinity, one can calculate the amount of total inorganic carbon that is dissolved in the sample. P alkalinity, total alkalinity or M alkalinity. So let's start. The term P alkalinity stands for phenolphthalein alkalinity. It is the measurement of hydroxide and carbonate ion amount. And total alkalinity, the total measurement of hydroxide, bicarbonate and carbonate ions amount is given by M alkalinity. The letter M refers to methyl orange. P alkalinity test actually finds the presence of hydroxide and half of the carbonates, whereas total alkalinity test picks up the presence of the remaining carbonates and the bicarbonates. In a sample, hydroxide or the carbonate ions, bicarbonate ions cannot be present simultaneously. Phenolphthalein indicator is used to determine P alkalinity. Methyl orange is used to determine M alkalinity. P alkalinity is measured at a range of 8.3 to 10 pH. M alkalinity is measured at a pH range of 3.1 to 4.4. P alkalinity mainly determines OH and HCO3 species, and M alkalinity determines hydroxyl, carbonates and bicarbonate species. So next, how would you continue operating the boiler in case ship is running very low on water that is just sufficient for essential consumption? There may be cases where you run out of water but still you have to require for operational purposes. So number one, reduce or rectify all water or steam leakages everywhere, not only in engine, wherever the system is there, you must reduce or rectify. Number two, prevent leakage in pipelines. Number three, sanitary water change over to seawater from fresh water if fitted. If this system is available, we should change over. Else, rationing of fresh water and use of seawater in drums for routine purposes. Number 4, air condition plus main air cooler condensate water can be used. Number 5, boost or operate the freshwater generator to its optimum production. 6, collect as much as fresh water, that's rainwater, air compressor content, air cooler, etc. Thank you. For further topics, please do subscribe our YouTube channel Gear to Action. Thank you once again. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.